Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Hat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, especially compared to last week, but as always, lots of great stuff to talk about. Going to start with the DC guys today because Convergence number 0 is out today. This is the first issue of the next big DC event going on for the next couple of months. Really going to be Convergence one-shots for all your favorite titles and all the favorite titles from back in the day. Cool multiple Superman cover there. Real excited about this. Dan Jurgens, the man who killed Superman, sort of becoming an all-time classic guy. Can't say enough about all that. A lot of annuals this week. Batman and Robin annual. Batman, Superman, Batwoman, Sinestro, and Teen Titans welcoming back Superboy are all annuals for this week. Self-contained, one-shot, double-sized, cool guy stories. A couple of Endgame books tying into Batman proper, Arkham Manor Endgame one-shot, and Gotham Academy Endgame one-shot. Gotham Academy is really picking up a lot of momentum, so if you've been passing this one up, you might want to grab the first issue, grab this week's Endgame tie-in. And then, of course, there's all the weeklies. These are your last issues of the DC weeklies for the moment. Batman Eternal wraps up this week with number 52. Earth 2 World's End, my favorite of the bunch, wraps up this week. Excellent Darkseid cover. This book's been super cool. So if you're one of the 3 people that hasn't been following some of these weeklies, I'd really recommend getting in on Earth 2 because that's been a lot of fun. We got Black Cat packs for the whole shebang for all this, so feel free to pick them up. New 52 Futures End, cool OMAC cover there. Also been a very, very excellent book. I like me some Batman Beyond. And then the movie covers. DC's been doing movie covers. I know this is April 1st, but they're sort of the last week of last month. Here's everyone's favorite Harley Quinn playing Elvis Presley. Superman and Wonder Woman doing a little Gone with the Wind. But my favorite, this one, a little Wonder Woman 300 action. Super cool. And we still have, as far as I know, we've got all the other movie cover issues in from the previous week, so check those out. They've been a lot of fun. Great week for the Marvel guys. Big week for the Avengers. Everybody knows I'm a big Avengers fan. Avengers 43, catapulting you toward all the Secret Wars stuff that's just a few weeks away. Uncanny Avengers. You can read more about this in our newsletter this week. This has been my favorite Avengers book, one of my favorite Marvel books for a long, long time. Rick Remender's just been doing a stellar job with this book. Self-contained and a lot of fun. And more Avengers news. Here's Avengers Ultron Forever and Avengers Millennium number 1, because you can't get enough A-Team. But the one I want to mention is this guy, the Avengers Rage of Ultron. Original graphic novel, hardcover, super cool, kind of old school with going back to the day with the Marvel graphic novels in the oversized format. But don't think that Avengers is all they've got going on. You might have heard of a little thing called Star Wars. Here's the 4th title of the Star Wars launch from Marvel. All this stuff's been going gangbusters, so I hope you're in line for your comic shop to open right now. Otherwise, you might miss a copy of that one. Uncanny Inhumans launches this week. Spinning out of Inhuman and a couple other things been going on in the peripherals of the Marvel Universe. Love me some Black Bolt and Medusa, so I'll definitely be checking that out. Amazing Spider-Man starts the new launch, but the Spider book you're looking for is this one, Spider-Gwen number 3. This little lady has taken comics by storm. We've got reprints of number 1 this week. Probably sold out of number 2, and number 3 is this week's. Good stuff. Speaking of red hot, here's Rocket Raccoon, latest and greatest Marvel movie star. This book has been selling out every single issue. They can't keep the reprints around fast enough, so I hope you've been picking these up as they come out. Wolverines, the Marvel Weekly, and Guardians Team Up, the other Marvel Weekly, She-Hulk in this one, and the Punisher taking on the all-new Captain America rounds out your Marvel stuff this week. Great week for my friends to the north at Dark Horse Comics, because I love me some Hellboy and the BPRD. Always talking about Mike Mignola and the great job he does with Abe Sapien and Lobster Johnson, BPRD, and of course the main title Hellboy here. Great stuff, always fun stuff from Dark Horse. No Mercy is your first issue, gotta have it image book of the week. Black Cross is my Dynamite book of the week because this is Project Superpowers stuff. If you don't know what Project Superpowers is, you should Google it and check it out, because Dynamite's been doing a great job with this stuff for years, sort of reimagining some Golden Age pulp characters. Galaxy Quest is my IDW book of the week because the comic is just as awesome as the movie. And Looney Tunes with my man Yosemite Sam and Simpsons Illustrated are my all ages books of the week. You know, I'm always talking about Bongo and the great job they do with Simpsons and Futurama and all their cool stuff. Just as funny as the show. Love all that good stuff. Like I say, not a huge week, but tons of great titles. Make sure you check those shipping lists. Get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to mention that WonderCon Anaheim is this weekend, and Black Cat Comics will be there taking it by storm. I'll be trying to send you video updates like these from the show so you feel like you're not missing a minute of the action. And of course, we'll be bringing back all kinds of cool stuff, classic comics, cons exclusives. So make sure you drop in the shop next week and ask us what was up with the show. Also want to mention Free Comic Book Day. Going to be talking about it every week between now and May 2nd. First Saturday of May is Free Comic Book Day. Tell all your family, tell all your friends, tell all your enemies. Make sure you get down to your favorite comic shop and every other comic shop you can find. Saturday, May 2nd, it's Free Comic Book Day. We're giving away big packs of stuff. We got a huge sale. You can read more about it in our newsletter. You can read more about it at the events page at blackcatcomics.biz. Free Comic Book Day. Like I say, you will hear me talk about it every single week. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.